Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Come on in. Let's see who's here. Let me get this shared out. And as I'm saying that, let me ask if you will share it out. Just let somebody know that we're live. And come on in and let's have a Friday together. Okay, who is here? Annie Banani, good morning. Kathy Hand, good morning. Jessie, hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So it is Friday, and as we say here in P-land, it's Friday. So what's your yay? That's our thought for this morning. So let's get started. My yay is I'm alive and breathing, and I'm here with all of you beautiful, amazing people. Auntie Jean, good morning to you. So let's go into our heart, do the heart-brain connection, just breathing into that beautiful heart, the heart that's beating and the heart that's in sync with the universe, our high heart. And we're connecting the heart and the brain, bringing in love, bringing in gratitude, be grateful for. Reach out and grab one thought, just one thing that you're grateful for today. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for laughter. I'm grateful for the sunshine. I'm grateful for rain. Whatever it may be that you're feeling right now, just feel into it. Whatever's in your heart, just say, I am grateful for, and then reach for that thought of gratitude. It's a great day to have a great day, isn't it? Good morning, sweet Hope. Well, it's afternoon for you. It's morning for us, but we're so glad you're here, Hope. And Deirdre, there you are. Hello, the family is finding it. I'm going to go grab the angel message from yesterday, which is called Golden Cracks. Lady Gaga says, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be real. I learned of an ancient Japanese art form called kintsugi, where broken pottery pieces are put back together. If a bowl is broken, the pieces are not discarded as useless, but rather the fragments are put back together with a glue-like tree sap. The cracks are then adorned with gold. Instead of trying to hide the damage, it is highlighted. Some say that this is a metaphor for life. Kintsugi shows us that beauty can be found in imperfection. Brokenness is an opportunity to grow. The imperfection, the golden cracks, are what make the new object unique. They are there every time you look at it, and they welcome reflection of the object's past and the, quote, failure that it has overcome. Dear angels, we all have vulnerabilities and scars, and in them we discover the tapestry of our humanity. Spirit whispers that it is not in being flawless that we find connection, but in being genuine. The cracks in our souls allow the light to shine through, illuminating the beauty of our shared experiences. Dear ones, to be real is to dance with your shadow and your light, to acknowledge the rawness of your emotions and the depth of your soul's yearnings. When you take time to fully look at your perceived brokenness, you are standing boldly as your imperfect self. Accepting your imperfections leads to spiritual growth as you open to the beauty and the magnificence of your true being. Dear angels, today I promise to see my flaws as opportunities to observe my beauty. I'm going to put that in to the chat because I think this message that came through last night was so amazing. To look at any of our perceived flaws, our perceived imperfections, as anything other than love and beauty is missing the mark when we can see everything about us as spirit and love and opportunity for our soul growth, then we're really reaching that level of beauty and understanding that we need to be at to reach out and find our true self. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Grateful for today and for being in the moment. Me too. And Hope, think of you today, Kathy. May all the memories of your dear mom be present in your heart and soul today as you celebrate her life. Oh, well, happy birthday to your mom in heaven today, Kathy. Andrea Gregg, good morning. Jennifer Langren, good morning. Oh, Zena. Oh my gosh, sweet Zena. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here with us. Josie, good morning to you, Josie. And somebody call in that pirate, please. And Sally says, I wonder if that's why I can still see the beauty in a dying tree. The moment the wood turns white to see its pride of a long life, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And, I talk to the trees all the time. I just tell them how much I appreciate what they're doing for the planet, what they offer to us. And yeah, seeing the flaws as opportunities is really important. Observing the beauty of everything about us. You found us, Deirdre. Were we lost? You were probably on a different page, but most everybody comes in to my timeline for the morning show. And Kathy says, Colin is being given so many opportunities to change his way of living. He just doesn't see it that way. The lawyer is working hard and keeps getting his hearings postponed. Yeah, just allow the cracks to be filled up with gold in every opportunity, everything about our life. Good morning, Charlie Coons. Oksana, good morning. Thank you for being here, and you're so welcome. It was a beautiful message last night, and I learned a new word, learned a new concept, and I was just loving it. Oh, you're on YouTube. All right. Oh, here we go. Come on in, Rick. Come in and join us this morning on this Friday. And I know Ricky always loved the Fridays and always had a yay to share with us. So good morning to our pirate Rick. Oksana says, I love how through cracks the light of soul shines through. I needed to hear it. Yeah, I needed it too when I was getting the message downloaded last night. I just had such beautiful energy that came through because none of us are perfect. We all have those places and spaces that we've been in that we can perceive as cracks, and some feel broken. I've been broken many times. I've been to that place where I didn't think I could be repaired, but here I am, stronger because of it. We are strong because of our stories, because of our experiences in this lifetime. So I am going to see what Kuan Yin has to say about all of this stuff. So let me see what she's got for us. It looks like it might be this one. Come on, Kuan Yin. Got a couple stuck together. The Call of the Wild Divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are, rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. The call of the wild divine. And isn't that the truth? When we abandon all the things that we think we have to, all of the tameness of our being, where everything has to be just perfect, everything has to fall into place, and we feel like we have to put on that perfect side of us that's got the smile on the face and everything is just great. You know, yesterday I had a day. Yesterday was not perfect. Yesterday, anything that could go wrong went wrong. It was that kind of day. It was a day of um, expecting something to happen that didn't happen, expecting that if I close the door, it's going to stay closed. If I'm going to open a door, that it's going to be um, something wonderful on the other side. So yesterday, there were lots of things that just went to the wayside, and it got me to such a place battling all of that all day long. It was not just one thing. And I said this to our family last night when we were chanting, or after we were chanting. If it was one thing, it would have been, oh, okay, slough it off. But it was one thing after another. I had one of those days where I was dropping things, I was losing things. Just nothing was going right. And it just, I got myself into such a bad state of mind. And I know bad's a judgment, but nothing was in alignment. Nothing was flowing. And I allowed myself to get there instead of stopping after each incident and just letting it go, calling in the AAA, doing the EIWP. I didn't do that. I just kept building it up and letting it mount until finally I was in a pretty poor state of mind. We're human. We're going to have those flaws. And I think that's why this message came through so loud and so clear last night. And I love that Spirit can use anything, even a bad day, to teach and to help us to understand more about this thing called life. Because look at the beautiful message that came through. Look at how I learned a new concept and I shared it with all of you. I learned an idea that we're not broken at all. We're just ready to have those cracks become beauty marks and allow ourselves to really shine. And through the cracks can come light, can come healing, can come this love energy flowing into us. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo, Mama Hadu Bear. Okay, so if you have a day like that or similar where things just aren't flowing, things just are not seeming to line up properly, and I just wanted to turn everything off. I'm like, let me just shut everything down, let me shut down, and see if I can find that inner shine. And actually, the chanting is what helped last night. Chanting always helps. If you do it from the heart and you really feel it, it will put you in a different vibration. It will lift you up with the frequency of it. And that's what happened. And then when I sat in meditation with the angels, that's when the beautiful message came through. Brookie, good morning, sweet one. Good morning, Dylan. Good morning, little Max. And Kathy says, I learned so much these past 13 years after my mom passed. That's why I shared it, my journal writing with you today, Teri. Thank you, sweet Kathy. I was able to read it before I came on the air. It is beautiful. Michelle Landers, good morning. Michelle, oh my gosh, so glad you're here. Sally said, I recognize those days. By day's end, I'm really not in a good place. I need to blow it out, cry, or do whatever it takes to shake free of that energy. Usually happens when I'm excessively tired and in some sort of pain. Well, mine happened yesterday and nothing was going right. Nothing that I had planned came to fruition. It was like, okay, this is a day that I just need to pull the covers over my head. But instead, what I did was walk outside. I walked out in nature and just let my soul be soothed. And then I did the chanting with the group, and it was beautiful. And everything, it's not that everything became right again, but it was that I became right again. I filled in the cracks with glue and glitter and just allowed myself to see beauty again. And that's what this whole message is. That's what Kintsugi is seeing those cracks. We're not ignoring them, but seeing the cracks and saying, how can I turn this into beauty? How can I make this something that I can look at and smile and say hello and say thank you, thank you? And I've learned to do that in life. I'm grateful for the experiences. I'm grateful for everything that has happened to me. Yes, even all those times when it could have been the end of me, it could have been an exit point. I learned from every one of them. I learned something through every experience in life, good and bad. Kathleen said, those days are tough. Had one last week, had to really work on my vibration for a couple of days, but as usual, it came to pass, just like your day is past. Yeah, and this beautiful concept, I'm not going to forget it. That's the thing, when we learn a lesson, and it was there for a lesson, now we know to fill it in with gold. And just if you missed the reading of the daily message from the angels, I encourage you to go read it on my website, angelspeakers.com. You can go to the blog there and you can see any of the written messages from the angels. And speaking of messages from the angels, I'm doing an angel circle on Sunday, and I'm limiting it to the amount of people that I believe we can bring messages to in a 2-hour span. So if you haven't signed up yet, I encourage you to do that. And let's have a get together on Zoom on Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll meet for 2 hours and see what the angels bring through for you as messages. I love doing angel circles. And in fact, Joanne Castrillo just showed up. Joanne, I was going to see if we can do one when I come into Florida next month. If we can have one at your beautiful facility there and do a live angel circle. So let me know if that's possible. Kathy Hand says, sometimes we are like computers and just need to reboot. Yeah, we do. Sometimes we just need to do a hard reboot where we say, I'm shutting the phone off, I'm shutting the computer off, I'm shutting off anything that's distracting me and just going into being. Oh, yay. Joanne said, absolutely. So we'll plan an angel circle for September. Those of you that are in Florida, it'll be in South Florida. Kathy, you keep forgetting to sign up. Well, there's only a limited amount of space, and I'm doing it on a donation basis. So whatever you feel like donating, then that's the cost to get into the circle. Auntie Jean says, sometimes we have to be in darkness for a while to see the purest light. Oh, I love that. Auntie Jean, that is brilliant. Thank you for that. Kathleen, yay, have to make sure I am to be there. I'm able to be there. 5 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon on Sunday. So Kathleen, hopefully you'll be able to make that. Sally says, through knowing better today, I most certainly hope to never repeat any of my lessons, but I'm grateful for the strength and wisdom my lessons have learned. Yeah, me too. Kathleen Caputo, urgent. Little Kagan has a life-threatening infection in his port. Just airlifted to a different hospital in Dallas. He is on our prayer list, but please say extra prayers for him. He really needs them. Oh, you're so welcome, and thank you for bringing that to our attention. Our Prachetta and Prachir just arrived. Good afternoon, or evening, rather, to you. Thank you for being here. Catherine DeSanti, it is in Angel Speakers Teri Angel. It's a page I have on Facebook. And if you'd like, I can send you the link through Messenger so you can go in and sign up for it. The tickets are through Eventbrite. And the least amount that you can donate is $1. So whatever you choose to donate, that's fine, whatever it might be. And Sally says, Jean, I agree. Like a lotus flower grows out of the dark mud. Absolutely. All right. Tiny book time. So what do we have today? What page are we going to today? Let's see what we got and see what the angels have to share with us. Catherine says, so grateful for Daily Cuppa. It begins each day for me with uplifting messages and love. Sally, I love this. In my head, I had 27 because the 27th is my birthday. And I'm thinking, focus on 27. And there it was. So thank you, Sally. 27. All right, so you have 3 messages on page 27. Who wants to pick the message? I think it's number 1 as I'm looking at it. This is the angel message from last night. Dear ones, ask yourself what you do when a disturbed feeling comes over you as you hear about episodes of abuse and harm done to others. There are some things you will have no control over in the world. Only you can decide to what extent you will become involved in speaking out or acting. So I'm going to read the next one. As you make changes in life and are considering which way to go, where to place your energy, focus on what feels most in alignment. You will still reach your desired outcome, even if you take the longest route to get to it. But dear ones, We want your experience on earth to be a beautiful one, full of ease and grace. Stop focusing on getting it wrong. Absolutely, angels. I hear you loud and clear, because when we have those high expectations, we're not always going to reach perfection. It's not always going to show up the exact way that we think it should show up. There's that shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And that's when we go into the regret and the shame and the blame and the guilt and all that stuff that there's no need for. If we just stay in the moment and just stop putting ourselves through that torture of holding up perfection as the grand goal of reaching, there is no perfection. Everything is perfect as it is. There is no one way to do anything. Each of us is unique, and whatever is right for us is what's right for us, not for others. And we shouldn't judge others based on what we have as a perfect goal. That's where we really make that wrong turn, isn't it? When we start criticizing each other and judging each other because you're not living up to my expectations. So I love these messages. I just love how Spirit keeps on pounding it in and giving the confirmations and showing us exactly what we need to know. And this is a huge message for us. This is really big, to think about just being and allowing. And if things aren't going right, then just hit the pause button. That's what I had to do last night. I hit the pause button, and I told the group last night, I can't do this at this particular moment, but I will jump in once I walk outside and get my head straight. And that's exactly what happened, and it turned out to be so beautiful. Sally said, it overwhelms me to tears when it's abuse, no matter who is the sufferer. It's in me, in my soul. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm really focused on this coming years, I believe. Never how many years I have left on this planet, that I'm focusing on helping others to understand that we can do something about abuse. There's a saying that says, see something, say something. If we see abuse happening, if we see the evidence of it, if we see any indication about human trafficking, and if we know of families that are missing their loved ones, and there's the possibility that they've been trafficked or somehow taken against their will, we can do something. We're not helpless. We have the ability to make a difference. And that's what I'm dedicating the rest of my life to, is making a difference in this world. In just a few weeks, I will be celebrating 3 years on the road, 3 years of doing the Peace on Earth tour. And that tour, that mission that I'm on, is all about making an impact, making a difference, seeing what I can do as one person. And I know that I'm not doing this alone. I have all of you. I have my P family, the P's for peace, that travel with me. You may not be there in the vehicle, like Auntie Jean was for a little bit, but you're there in the vehicle. Your love is there. Your support is there. It's you that keeps the angel mobile moving. And now it's taken on another appendage. It feels like there's an arm that's growing longer with the compassion and dealing with human trafficking. That's a huge, huge project. And it's going to take a lot to really put stuff out there that's going to make a difference, to find speaking engagements, to find the right or make the right written material that we can get out into the hands of people that can see it and understand that we're not powerless. We can say something. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. The P's for peace. Good morning, Dixie Cunningham. And Sally says, me too. I jam so happy and at peace when I'm helping others. Yeah. Well, for my birthday this year, I'm doing the fundraiser to actually begin making printed material. And that will help to get me to where I need to go to make that difference, to speak out, maybe eventually get to the UN and be part of what the UN does for educating people on human trafficking. So that's the goal. That's what's happening right now. And it's going to be an ongoing project, not just a one off. It's going to continue as I go through the next, every how long I'm here. And that's what I'm going to be focused on. And I know that there's going to be a lot of writing about it. I'm getting the concept down for what I want to put on postcards. And then there's the printing of the postcards. So thank you to all who have already pitched in, those of you who have helped with the fundraiser, and thank you to those who help ongoing for the Peace on Earth tour. I really, really appreciate you. All right, so it is prayer time. You're not late, Catherine Kovacs. You are right on time. We're getting ready to go into our prayers. So if you have any you want to add in, please do so now. Put that up there for you to see. Type in your prayer requests. Oh, you had a rough morning. Well, let's turn that around, Catherine. You might want to watch the replay of this because the message from the angels and our whole discussion today is about acknowledging all those rough times that can be like cracks in our armor and how to fill them in where they're a thing of beauty. Blue Jean. Hi, sweetheart. Sometimes you just have to have Oreo cookies for breakfast. Well, make sure you have coffee with it. Oreos and coffee go well together. And thank you, Deirdre, for sharing our beautiful daily prayer. And anybody else, we've already got our sweet baby in here that we're lifting up today, little Kagan. So lifting Kagan, lifting Catherine Kovacs, lifting up our hope every day. I want to make sure we lift hope. Jewel, which is Robin Waters Dyke's mom. And prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking, and Maui and any place that's on our planet that's going through hardship, going through fires and floods and extreme heat and all the things that we just lift up for balance on our earth plane. Good morning, Asha. Thank you for being here. You found the morning show. Yay. Deirdre says, or eclairs. That's what I had. All right, y'all are going to make me hungry, aren't you? Joanne says, need uplifting for me. I try to move forward, but my heart hurts. Believe I'm experiencing grief over my mom's diagnosis. Yeah, I can truly understand that. I have a sister with dementia, and I saw her just recently when I went in. It's not a fun experience, you guys. So, Joanne, you have my heart, darling. I understand. Catherine says, I put some cacao in my oatmeal this morning for healing. It does help. It certainly does. Sally, prayers for Tammy Mead Lamper for her loss of Harriet Eads. Let's lift up Harriet's family and friends for sure. Catherine Kovacs, lots going on in my life right now. It's that time, Catherine. There is lots of going on. And we had a new moon, working our way now toward the full moon, which I don't know exactly what day that full moon is going to happen, but let's find out so we can celebrate it and do a full release of everything on that full moon. I know on the 23rd is Mercury retrograde again, but we're not going to fear it. We're going to see it as a thing of beauty, right? That's how I like to go into the retrogrades. And I don't know what happened yesterday. Something was out of alignment for me personally, but I made it through that day with ease and grace. And I turned it around and turned it into, what do I do with this? How can I move forward from this? It's the 30th the 40th. That's a good date on the calendar, Sally. Okay, so the 30th is the next full moon. We have two full moons in August. We had one, and now we're moving into the next one coming up. It will be a blue moon. Every time I hear that, I think of the song Blue Moon of Kentucky, Keep on Shining. So now, you see, you're going to have that song stuck in your head all day. Let's go into our hearts. When we laugh, when we smile and put that smile on our face, something magical happens. Our vibration shifts and changes. The energy just seems to take on a beautiful fragrance, doesn't it, when we laugh? So let's just go into this time of prayer with a smile, with a giggle, whatever you can conjure up inside of you. Maybe it's been a rough night or day or days or weeks or even a rough year. Maybe it's where you have been shown over and over again things that are something to pay attention to. We talked the other day about that cycle, how things keep coming full circle for us until we jump off of that merry-go-round and we say, I got it, I understand. But let's right now just be. Let's leave everything at the door. I love visualizing a door, so I'd like for you to do that with me. And what does your door look like? Really see this door. Is it wooden? Is it metal? Is it ornate? Is it glass? Really see your door right now. I want everybody to do this. If you can safely close your eyes, then you can visualize it more clearly. But see that door in front of you. What does the door handle look like? Is it a knob that you have to turn? Or is it a fancy handle that you turn up or down? What does it look like? Just see the door in front of you. And as you're seeing the door and you're standing there at the door, you see beautiful Archangel Michael just waiting patiently, just being in your presence, letting you know that you're protected, that there's nothing that's going to harm you. You're safe, you're secure. See this wonderful angel. See the glow of blue all around him, extending out to you. That's the protection. And Michael has his hands outstretched, if you can envision that. We know angels don't have hands, but they have energetic hands. So just see that beckoning motion that Michael is doing for you to come closer to him. So as you walk slowly over to Michael, you have this telepathic conversation with this angel. And Michael is asking you to leave all your worries, all your concerns, anything that you don't need to carry with you through that door. Anything at all that's bothering you, anything that's a burden, Michael is asking you to leave it with him. You can drop it at his feet. Maybe you've got it contained in a bag that you drag along behind you constantly. Be willing and open to trust this angel, and trust this angel with whatever it is that you haven't been able to release and let go of. So take that moment, just communicating with Michael, showing your willingness to shed anything that's unlike love, anything that's holding you, keeping you tied down to the 3D, something that keeps coming forward over and over and over again, that cycle that continues. So if you're ready to just drop all of that, here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. Just drop it to the ground, knowing that Michael is going to keep it safe. You can trust this angel. He's there whenever we need guidance, whenever we need protection, whenever we need to know that we're not alone and that we don't have to go through anything in life alone. So your willingness to let go is what will unlock the door for you. And now you can turn the handle. Whichever way it turns for you, and the door may be heavy for some, it might be a little hard to push that door open or pull it. It may be a door that opens outward. Maybe for some you saw a revolving door and you have to wait for just that right opportunity to step forward to make it through that doorway. But whichever way it works for you, just open the door. And when you're on the other side of that door, observe, look around. Did it take you into nature? Maybe you need to have a little stroll down a path and experience the trees, the grass, the flowers, the lake. Or maybe your doorway took you into a room, a comfy room, where you can go sit in a chair or recline on a sofa. Wherever it took you, just go there now and just be in this beautiful state of shedding everything that's holding you down and being willing to let your energy rise. Is anyone with you on the other side of this door? Are there other P's there? Are there ancestors and loved ones, guides, mentors, teachers? Just see who's there for you. And as you sit or walk with these others that are there, or maybe you're just alone, whatever your experience is, just ask, what do I need to know in this very moment? What do I need to know for my best and highest good? How can I experience this moment of this day in the best way possible? So let's just take a moment for that. Let's just be in silence for just a moment and allow whatever comes through to come through for you. Just let it be, let it go, and let it flow. Now I want you to just experience love. Maybe you got a message, maybe you didn't. Either way is okay. But just receive love into your heart right now. You are so loved. You are so blessed. Feel the joy and the gratitude for this moment. And just share with your higher self. Share love, share light, share the willingness to learn, to grow. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you be at ease. Let's shine a light on all the prayer requests right now. Anybody that needs to be in that prayer circle, as you're in that place of beautiful peace and release, just shine your heart light on anybody that needs to be lifted. All of those prayer requests that we have, that long list, anyone who's put themselves in there today, we lift you up. We ask for healing. We ask for blessings. We ask for a light to shine around you today, to lift you higher. And then let's lift each other high. We do this every morning. Every morning. We just really enjoy sharing love with each other. We're such a blessed family, aren't we? I'm just looking to see if there are other prayer requests. Oh, I froze for that. Okay. Well, hopefully the message was coming through for some of you anyway. I see it was, because Deirdre's doorknob looked like a horseshoe. And the message is you need to know that you are loved. Absolutely. You're welcome, Asha. Thank you for being here. All right. So you know the words. And you know that I don't even have to count it down. You all are so ready to share love with each other. So let's do that now as we say those magical words. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. So here we go. And I'm going to ask Alexa to play our Morning Cuppa song. Alexa, play Cuppa Full of Joy by Gypsy Leo.
Here's Cuppa Full of Joy by Gypsy Leo.
I got it right today. Thank you. We love you, Sally and Tony.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day.
Thank you. I love you.
Here we go. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you wake up this morning, might as well be part of it. It's for peace, around the shine for harmony. Divinity, not the only lead. Wherever it's out there, create a good where
We can get together.
Our telephone's always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels, and the masters. They can breath and go into a dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace at the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace at the bar. The daily mantra is
Thank you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. Well, is she playing Leo, Deirdre?
It's always hard, the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to prayers, put on shoes. Days on your day, you're part of this game. Let's make it win. The harvest is the winning team. And you can sign your dust, there is always no space in the pot full of love. Take a spot and get a big start. And Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you,
I love you. Namaste, y'all.
Every day, just start the day on the high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste,
y'all. A cuppa full of joy.
There is no secret, we simply
Accept, align, allow. Play, y'all.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Get ready for it. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Deirdre. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. And, you dropped all that stuff at Michael's feet. Why don't you leave it there? You don't have to pick it back up. You don't have to drag that with you into your next now moment. Just leave it and smile and have a blessed day. Namaste, y'all. I will see you later.